Boy, do we have a treat for you. Stay tuned.
My name is James, and I want you to know me as your class. There's 3 days into Christmas vacation. I'm on a leaf-like iPad. Oh, Salvador, you're going to be on the game sale video.
오빤 강남스타일 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 아름다워 사랑스러워
Merry Christmas. Oh, see that Christmas sign? And you will like it. It has a Santa on it.
I hope you enjoyed that little interview with James. Today's lesson is using customary units of measurement. We're going to identify the appropriate customary units and convert customary units. The Indiana Academic Standards 8.5.1. Dimensional analysis is a method of manipulating units to determine the units of the result. A simpler way to think about this is doing conversions. Say, for example, turning 10 quarts into how many gallons, or pounds into ounces. We use dimensional analysis to do that. Pause the video if you need more time to record the notes. This chart about customary units of measure is very handy. If you're measuring length, we're going to use inches, feet, yards, and miles. If you're doing capacity, that would be fluid ounces, cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. And if you're doing weight, it would be ounces, pounds, and tons. So let's take a look at what we know here. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. 1 mile also equals 1,760 yards. 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. 1 pint equals 2 cups, 1 quart equals 2 pints, and 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. 1 pound equals 16 ounces, and 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. All of these are on the iStep reference sheet, so you don't have to memorize them, although as you use them, most of them will become ingrained in your brain. Pause the video if you need more time to record the notes. We're going to start by choosing a unit of measure. Choose an appropriate unit of measure and explain your choice. The weight of a hummingbird. Measure its weight in ounces because a hummingbird is very light. The length of a soccer field. Measure its length in yards because it's too long to measure in inches or feet and too short to measure in miles. For the length of a swimming pool, I would accept feet or yards. Inches is too short and miles is definitely too long. For the capacity of an eyedropper, that would be fluid ounces because a cup would be far too large. Pause the video if you need more time to finish up these notes. Don't forget to write a question as you're going through the notes. Now we're going to use some conversion factors. We're going to convert 68 fluid ounces into cups. So we write down 68 fluid ounces and put that over 1. Now we're trying to get rid of fluid ounces and change them to cups. So we're going to put cups on the top of the fraction and fluid ounces on the bottom. Now we have to remember how many fluid ounces is in 1 cup. There are 8 fluid ounces in 1 cup. So we have 68 fluid ounces over 1 times 1 cup over 8 fluid ounces. Now the fluid ounces cancel each other out, and we can simplify the 8 and the 68. 4 goes into both of those. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 68 divided by 4 is 17. So there are 17 half cups. That can be changed into a mixed number. 2 goes into 17 8 times. So we have 8 1/2 cups. There are 8 1/2 cups and 68 fluid ounces. Pause the video if you need more time to finish up these notes. Don't forget to write a question as you're going through the notes. Comparing units. Fred's fruit stand sells homemade lemonade in 6.5 pint bottles for $1.99. Jill's fruit stand sells homemade lemonade for 3.5 quart containers for the same price. At which stand do you get more lemonade for your money? We need to convert one of these into the same unit. So we're going to change 3.5 quart into pints. Well, we first have to change 3.5 quart into an improper fraction. So we have 7/2 quarts, 7/2 quarts. Then we're going to multiply that by pints over quarts. There are 2 pints and 1 quart. So we have 2 pints over 1 quart. Now we can do some cross canceling. The quart labels will cross cancel. The 2's will cross cancel. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 2 once. So we now have 7 times 1, so we have 7, and 1 times 1 on the bottom, so we end up with 7 pints. So since 7 pints is more than or greater than 6.5 pints, you get more lemonade for your money at Jill's stand. Pause the video if you need more time to finish up these notes. Don't forget to write a question as you're going through the notes. For number 2A on the quick check, we're going to complete each equation. We're trying to figure out what 14 ounces is in pounds. So we're going to take 14 ounces over 1 equals 1 pound over 16 ounces. This will allow for us to cross-cancel the ounce labels. So we cross-cancel the ounce labels, and right now we have 14 over 16, which can be simplified. 2 goes into both. 2 goes into 14 7 times. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So it simplifies to 7/8 of a pound. 14 ounces is 7/8 of a pound. Now we're going to convert 3.5 yards into feet. So we first need to write 3.5 yards as an improper fraction. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So we have 7/2 yards. Now we're going to multiply that by feet over yards because we're trying to change the yards into feet. We're going to put feet on the top and yards on the bottom. So 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. We can start cross-canceling the labels so we can cross-cancel the yards. We can't cross-cancel any of the numbers, so we end up with 21 feet over 2, which simplifies to 10 1/2 feet.
Pause the video. So you need to copy it down, write down any questions. Bye-bye.